I would say that the foundation of your sales walk and what it is that you're building as a business owner as well too, it all in lies on what it is that you want people to perceive about you and what you want your reputation to be in the marketplace. So the first thing that you have to start with is, who are you? Why do you exist? And how will you impact the community? And you have to tell those truths, not just to yourself, but you have to tell them to the community as well too, through your actions, through your insights, through your advertising and your marketing, through your social media content, through your conversations. And so that's where really like the Sales Rebellion had started to find itself, in my foundations as the copier warrior back in 2009, was that I started to write out my morals, my values, the things that I thought were important, and my conversations became different. I never pitched again after that, right? I only provided experiences because I wanted my reputation to be something that people remembered because of what happened to them and how they felt in the moment, and not what specifically I said or told them, right? Because I'm fine talking about, I love talking about myself, because that's what our buyers think as well too, right? Our buyer cares more about, what it is that they're doing, what their business has on its plate, and when their agenda, than they do us coming in the door and saying, hey, I can sell you this really cool product, save you money, innovate, blah, blah, blah. They don't hear any of that, right? But instead, if I could build a reputation around accommodating their business walk and being something that enlightened it, then to me that was golden. That was the reputation that I wanted to have, from start to finish. So I would say, that mindset and that focus is where I would start as an entrepreneur if I did it all over again.
So, what you mentioned, and Seb puts it there, who are you? Why do you exist? How do you impact your community? How, I guess, what are some specific, and I know every business is different, but what are some specific ways you can do that within your business?
The first thing is to not be afraid to tap into the personal side of this, Michael. Like, everybody listening right now needs to understand that people buy from you because they like who you are, not because your brand is fancy and your office building looks cool in the middle of the downtown district, wherever you are. Nobody cares about that crap. It is definitely not on the hot plate of the buyer. The buyer cares more about who on the other side they're doing business with. I see somebody that's in, it looks like a mortgage group. Yeah, Priority Mortgage, First Priority Mortgage. How many mortgage companies are there in the United States? And I can't think of it right now, but I know brokers, there's like 60,000. That's a crazy number, right? If there's 50 states, right? There's 60,000 brokers, and that's a nutty concept. And so because of that, people have to look at Steven and they have to say, yo, I need to trust, I need to like, and I need to want to do business with this person, unless they're just trying to find a cheap quote. And I'm a copier salesman, okay, y'all? 14 years of being one of the number one copier salesmen, not just at my company, but at my state, and recognized nationally. And so I'm telling you right now that I don't just say this because I think it and I believe it. I say it because I also lived it out, that we can change people's minds by making sure that they understand who we truly are, right? The face on the billboard, the sign on the park bench, like those things are just imagery. They're just surface level, right? But if we can dig deeper into who it is that we are. So if you were to ask me, who am I would tell you that I am the son of Curtis Dupree, one of the greatest salesmen to ever walk this earth. And when I say that to you, you think, okay, now I want to know more, right? And so it's this idea and ideology, again, of creating undeniable curiosity in our buyers in the way that they perceive who we are and what it is that they want from us in the first place. You would much rather do business with somebody that you know, like, and trust, such as a friend, than you would some Joe Schmo that's, offering you a cheap deal, because we've all heard it. If this seems too good to be true, it probably is.